My father forced us to hold our breath whenever a man was speaking, but that's nothing compared to what he did to our mom. 2 weeks after mom's funeral, Dad gathered me and my 2 sisters in the living room and announced the new rule. From now on, when a man is speaking, you will hold your breath until he stops, he said. Women don't deserve to breathe the same air as men's words. My sister Blythe laughed because she thought he was joking. Dad walked over and put his hand over her nose and mouth. I'm still talking, he said, holding her face while she thrashed. You should not be breathing. He held on for almost a minute before letting go. Blythe gasped and sobbed while Dad looked at me and my younger sister Fern. Do you understand the rule now? We nodded. Our brothers Cedric and Ansel thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. At dinner that first night, Cedric started telling a long story about nothing just to watch us turn red. And then I walked to the store and the store had all these different things on the shelves, and I looked at each thing one by one. He droned on while Fern's lips turned blue. Dad smiled approvingly. Your brother is speaking. Hold your breath. Ansel figured out he could read aloud from books for 10, 15, 20 minutes straight. He'd watch our faces change color and laugh when we finally collapsed, gasping. If we tried to sneak tiny sips of air, they'd tattle immediately. Dad! Blythe breathed during my sentence. The punishment was Dad giving a speech directly into our faces while timing us. You will learn respect. You will learn your place. You will learn that men's words are more important than your comfort. He'd go for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, until we passed out. School became impossible. I fainted during my history teacher's lecture and woke up in the nurse's office. She called Dad and asked what was wrong with me. She has a condition, Dad said. I'll be pulling her out. He pulled all 3 of us out within a month. Now we were homeschooled, which meant sitting in the living room while Dad lectured for hours about history, math, and female submission. The Pythagorean theorem states that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, he'd say slowly, watching our chests to make sure we weren't breathing. Now I'll explain each variable in detail. His math lessons lasted 45 minutes. His history lectures went over an hour. We learned to go somewhere else in our minds while our lungs screamed. Blythe developed a technique where she'd take one tiny breath every 30 seconds, so small her chest didn't move. It worked until Cedric noticed her nostrils flaring and reported her. Dad made her hold her breath for his entire dinner blessing, which he extended to 4 minutes just to punish her. She passed out face first into her mashed potatoes. She'll learn, Dad said, continuing to eat while she lay unconscious. After 6 months, the oxygen deprivation started causing real damage. I couldn't remember things anymore. Fern had dizzy spells that lasted hours. Blythe would faint standing up for no reason. Our brains were dying slowly and Dad didn't care. We tried to tell a neighbor when we saw her in the yard. Please help us. Our dad is hurting us, Blythe whispered. But Cedric saw us from the window and told Dad immediately. That night, Dad made all 3 of us kneel in the living room while he lectured for 90 minutes straight about loyalty and family and how women who talk to outsiders deserve whatever happens to them. Fern passed out at the 40-minute mark. He kept going. Your mother tried to turn people against me too, he said. Look where that got her. We were trapped. The brothers watched us constantly. Dad had installed cameras. Every breath we took while a male voice was speaking got reported and punished. We were slowly suffocating in our own home. One morning, Fern collapsed in the kitchen and wouldn't wake up. We shook her and slapped her face and screamed her name, but her eyes stayed closed. Dad had no choice but to call 911. At the hospital, the doctors found brain damage consistent with repeated oxygen deprivation. This didn't happen once, the doctor told police. This has been happening over and over for months, maybe years. They separated us from Dad and asked what was going on. I told them everything. The breath holding, the lectures, the punishments, the brothers timing us. They arrested Dad that afternoon. While searching our house, police found a loose panel in Mom's old closet. Behind it was her journal. The last 6 months of entries detailed Dad's parenting philosophies and her plans to take us and leave. He wants to control how the girls breathe, she wrote. I told him I'd go to the police if he tries any of this. He looked at me like he wanted me dead. The final entry was dated the day before she fell down the stairs. The fall that killed our mother was no accident. Dad got life without parole.